Action.
Ho there, you guard!
What is it, Cook?
Where are you taking that man?
To the dungeon.
Oh my, to the dungeon? Wow, what's that done? What's he done, poor fella?
It was nothing, really. All I did was ask the king for the princess's hand in marriage.
And him a peasant.
A peasant? Why, a peasant can't marry the princess?
I don't see why not. I'm handsome and clever, and I'm awfully fond of the princess. She's awfully fond of me, too.
She is?
Oh my, yes. I come to the palace every day to deliver vegetables. The princess thinks I'm wonderful, and I think she's wonderful.
The princess can't marry a peasant. I tell you, she has to marry someone rich and famous and, well, like the Duke.
The Duke is 50 years old, and old, too. The princess will never marry him.
The princess will marry whomever her father tells her to marry. I'm sure he'll want a wealthy son-in-law because they say the royal treasury is almost empty.
Besides, I told you not to ask the king today. If you'd asked him some other time, he might have exiled you. But he's awfully upset today.
Why?
It was the soup you sent up. He said it was horrible and threw it on the floor.
Oh my!
Well, come on, peasant.
To the dungeon we must go, we must go, we must go, to the dungeon.
Oh dear, the king didn't like the soup and I took such trouble with it. Cook, something terrible. What's the matter?
It's the king. He's coming here.
What?
The king, but he's never been in the kitchen before.
This is terrible. Here now, you start working. We'll have to straighten this kitchen up.
Well, this is the kitchen. Well, at least you're working. That soup looks awful. What is that?
I made it, Your Majesty.
It was horrible. Horrible. Do you hear me?
But Your Majesty, it's really not my fault. The ingredients we've been getting lately have been very inferior.
Snuff and nonsense. I could make a better soup than that with my eyes shut. I'll do it. Out of my way. I'll do this myself. How do you make this soup? What is this? What is this?
That's a mixing spoon, Your Majesty.
Well, of course, the very thing. You're a smart girl. All right, I'm nobody. I'm ready. Now cook. Give me your apron. Hurry up now. I'll show you how this is done. I can do it with my eyes shut. Put something on my eyes. There, I'm ready. Have you any water?
Yeah, we have a whole kettle full, Your Majesty.
Pour some in the bowl. Now, have we any some flour? What's this?
Well, that's sauce, Your Majesty. You don't want that for soup.
Well, that's exactly what I want.
Very well, then. Now, what next? Maybe a little salt?
That's exactly what I was going to say. But how much did you put in?
Oh, just a dash, as the good cookbooks say.
No, I don't follow cookbooks. I like to do it my way.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty.
That's what's wrong with your cooking. No imagination. You must use a lot. Who's ever heard of a dash of salt? You need a lot.
Oh, here you are, Father. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Don't bother me right now. I'm very busy.
Father, I must talk to you. Have you seen my peasant anywhere? He's usually here by 11 o'clock with all the vegetables.
Oh, yeah. Oh, him? Yeah. I threw him in the dungeon.
What?
Now, let me see. What next?
Father, why?
Are you still here?
Father, why did you throw him in the dungeon?
Oh, some peasant with the vegetables is asking for your hand in marriage? There, don't cry. Look, I made you something. See, look, it looks very delicious.
What is it?
Oh, why don't you taste it?
It looks awful. Who do you suppose made it, Cook?
Well, I'm not sure, Your Highness. It's not porridge.
Of course it's not porridge. It's well, why don't you all just stand there? What is it?
Well, I don't think it's soup. Nor stew.
This is a problem. I have it out of one of my wonderful ideas.
Oh dear.
Oh, Father, what is it this time?
We'll have a contest. Whoever can guess what this is can have my princess's hand in marriage.
Father!
Now let me see. Who can we have enter this contest?
How about the Duke, Your Majesty?
I like that idea. Let's bring him on.
But I don't like the Duke. He's so dull.
Well, he can't be so dull that he can't tell what this is.
Well, how will you know he's right if you don't even know what it is yourself?
Well, here comes the Duke now.
Ah, Your Majesty. Good afternoon. Making a little tour of the kitchen? I see. We in this country are fortunate to have a king who takes such interest in simple matters.
Save that for an after-dinner speech.
Your Highness, you look beautiful today.
All right, let's get on with this. Can you tell me what I've made here in this bowl?
What you've made, Your Majesty?
Well, yes, of course. I made it. If you can tell me what it is, you win the hand of my daughter in marriage.
Well, is it pudding?
Pudding, of course not. You nincompoop. Why would I make a pudding?
Well, if I could just taste it.
Well? What? Speak up, man. What is he trying to say?
I told you he was dull. Well, there you have it, Father. He didn't know what it is, so I don't have to marry him.
Congratulations, Your Highness.
Well, just because he's so dull doesn't mean somebody else can't tell what it is. Who else can we send in here?
Your Majesty, I have someone for the contest.
Well, don't just stand there. Send him in.
All right, come on in.
My peasant, my very own dear peasant.
My princess.
What is this?
Your Majesty, this is an unexpected pleasure, but you really didn't have to come all the way down to the kitchen to see me. I would have been glad to come upstairs to the throne room.
Who let you out of the dungeon?
I did, Your Highness. You said you wanted someone to enter into the contest.
Well, we need somebody with royal blood to do this.
This is wonderful. Father, please let him try, and if he gets it right, then he can marry me.
Of course, what is the contest?
Well, I've made something very wonderfully delicious here, and I need somebody to tell me what it is.
Go ahead, dear. Guess what Father's made.
Delicious, isn't it? If you can figure that out, you can have my daughter's hand in marriage.
Ah, yes.
What is it? What is it?
I have it. Just a minute.
What are you doing?
There you have it.
What for?
Well, you've just made the most wonderful glue in the world.
Glue?
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 Why, you're a genius. An absolute genius.
I'm a genius, am I?
Yes, you'll be rich and famous. This glue is as strong as iron. Go out today and buy King's glue through thick and thin. It sticks with you.
I knew you were clever. We gave some to the Duke, and he had no clue what it was.
Yeah, glue.
Oh, my.
Well, it serves him right. The fellow ought to have known better than to eat glue. It does look a little like glue, kind of thick and stuff.
You've won the contest. Now we can be married.
This is terrible. What is my kingdom going to think when I got a peasant marrying my daughter with royal blood?
Never you mind. When we tell him how much money will go into the royal treasury from your glue, he won't care about anything. Of course, it will mean you will have to spend most of your time in the kitchen.
Well, it's not so bad down here. And I'll always have something to eat. As for you, cook,
Yes, Your Majesty?
off to cooking school with you, you have no clue how to cook. Now you two run along.
All right, Your Majesty. We'll see you at the wedding.
I gotta get, let's see, now how did I get this started? Let's see, I think I started with a little bit of this. And, boy, I'm gonna be rich now.